Welcome back to the garage, and today we're going to watch more orcs beat the crap out of each other. So we've gone on to round 2 of the Orktober tournament to see who's going to win the coveted trophy and be crowned Warboss of the Year. In round number 2, we're going to see Scooter and the Junkaboys fight against the Vulcha and his flying clan. Our first army today we're showing off is going to be the Flying Orcs led by the Vulcha. It's going to be a boss leader with a boss pistol, Ultra X, and a jetpack with 3 squads of 10 jetpack orcs. Each squad has 2 Ultra Claws in them, a squad of 5 jetpack orcs, an Orc Walker, and 2 attack planes, all armed with twin super machine guns. Now our second army is the Junkaboys, led by Scooter the Big Mech. He has a cyborg body, the repair ability, and he's carrying around a custom plasma rifle. Then he has 2 goblin herds made up out of his GoBots. There's 3 Orc Walkers in the list, all armed with Walker Claws, 3 Goblin Walkers armed with mini claws and bazookas, and 3 Goblin tanks, all armed with heavy machine guns. The deployment for these 2 orcs are going to be Spearhead, and the mission is going to be Breakthrough. Only 2 objectives on the board, right in the middle of their deployment zones. And again, both orcs are going to choose the Slay for the side mission, where they're trying to kill the enemy hero with the highest toughness, which happens to be both the war bosses. The extra rules we're going to be using in this mission, we are going to be using the attrition rules instead of morale, just like we did in the last Orktober game, just to keep things consistent, and I kind of like it. So both war bosses and their tribes have deployed. Let's go on and get into turn number 1. We got the Grots playing as the Junkaboys today, because he likes the Junkaboys. So let's see who goes first. Junkaboys, roll dice. One dice. Just 1 dice. Roll 1 dice. Ooh, they get a 1. And the Flyboys go 5. Flyboys go first. So this squad of Flyboys here, we're going to go up. We're going to double time it as fast as possible to there.
One of those big guys to go right there by the fighting things.
Okay. So we'll take one of the big guys and put them up front by the spiky thing. Since they don't have any guns, they'll just run to there. Alright, we're going to take this squad, and we're going to also jump them their maximum distance to here.
Well, what the tiny dudes just go on into the camera.
Okay, so the tiny dudes will go, let me move the camera. Alright, we'll move this, and we're going to have the tiny dudes come down under here and camp. So something like that. We're going to have our Flying Walker just come to here to cover that objective.
Those guys to go up there and so soon again.
Okay. So it's 2-inch hill. So that means if we go 6, that will go up there, over there, over there. I'm just going to shoot at the... So 3 are in range. They all got bazookas, so it's going to be 3 shots, needing 4 to hit. All 3 hit. Alright, so saves on a 5. That was pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4 go down. I was wrong, I couldn't see this guy from the angle I was looking, so 5 go down. So the attrition, we got 1, 2, 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. Well, pretty much we only got 2 left, so I'm going to leave those as the claw dudes. So that we can maybe go do something. So the Green Baron is just going to fly his plane to here and shoot this guy. 6 shots hitting on a 4. We got 2 hits. Armor save on a 3+.
Me?
That takes 1 wound. So that Orc Walker is down to 11 wounds. While the Grot is obsessed with measuring everything in the shop, he says he wants his guys to move forward to chop things up. So we're going to take this guy and move him to here, to where he's holding the objective. Our next plane, she's going to go 18. We'll kind of there, set it so it doesn't fall off the mountain. And then the flyer is going to fire at those Goblin Walkers. We got 6 shots hitting on a 4. 4 saves on a 4. That does 1 wound to our Goblin Walkers. So the Grot has said he wants to shoot the plane. So we're going to take these guys, swing around the side to shoot at the plane. 9 shots hitting on a 4. So saving on a 3. Oh, we got 4 wounds.
We got 4 wounds.
Now I forgot about the attrition on the vehicle. So let's do Walker, takes a wound. Goblin Walker takes another wound. And then the Flyer takes 1 more wound. So the Green Baron himself is just down to 1 wound remaining. And then this guy is down to 10. And then that guy over there is down to 1 wound left on that squad. I'll get that in a second. I've just explained the Imperial and the metric system to him, and he is very confused. Last move for the Fly Boys. We're going to have the Warboss, his squad. We're going to jump up to here. And they're going to put some shots. They're going to put some shots on that walker right there. All right, they're all pistol shots. Whites are 4, blacks are 3s. Saving on a 2. Oh, he takes 1 more. Roll this dice again for attrition. Yep, just the 1. It's a quality test, so it'd be he takes another 1. So 2 wounds. Takes Biggin down to 8 wounds remaining. So in the middle, this walker is just going to come forward and gum up the works as well. And then our mech boy, his grots, his little go-bots, are going to go here to hold the center. So at the end of turn 1, both of the armies are moving towards each other with a couple of short-range shots exchanged. The orcs are headed towards what they do best, which is punching things in the mouth. The planes might be able to stick around for 1 more turn depending on who goes where and when. And with both tribes having a orc walker anchoring on the objectives, it looks like it's going to turn into a fist fight to take the objectives. Moving on to turn number 2. Beginning of turn 2, we have ambushers going to drop right there, and because they get the first activation, they're going to jump right on top of these mini tanks. Here's all of our orc attacks. Yellow, everything just needs a 4 to hit. The blacks, the ultra claws. All right, with all of our furious hits, this is what we have. The yellows are going to need 4 to saves, and the blacks are going to need 6s. So they end up taking 8 wounds total, and because of attrition, they're going to take a couple more, which is going to be enough to wipe the squad. So these little mini tanks are going to be gone. And our jump packs are going to take a 3-inch move this direction. So the little grot has told me that he wants this to happen. Slam. He wanted to jump up and punch the airplane, but I told him you can't jump up that high. So we're going to have that fight happen. Many attacks hitting on a 4. Ooh, with Furious, you're going to get an extra 1, 2, 3. Arm saves! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dead orcs. So the only 2 that are left are the 2 Ultra Claws, so hitting on a 4. 1 hit. Armor save! It fails. So the Walker, it's going to take 1 more wound from attrition. And then those last 2 Orc Boys, yeah, they're going to die. That puts Big Boy here at 6. And then this whole squad is just obliterated. This Flyer is going to go 18 to be relatively... It's there, so it's going to go off next turn. So we'll just set it there so she don't fall off the table. It's going to shoot at the Big Mac of his grots. 6 shots on a 4. 6 is to save. Attrition. Loses another 4. So all of this gets blown off. Okay, the Goblin Walkers. They're just going to they're going to march this direction. And they're going to shoot at what's left of that squad there. Shots hitting on a 4. Oh, nothing. So this Flyer would be able to end up here, but that technically is where he's supposed to be. So this guy is going to have to fly off and come back next turn. Okay, Big Mech and his 2 little grots are just going to go over here, and they are going to shoot at this squad here. So black's the plasma, and the white is the grot pistols, hitting on a 4 for everybody. I missed the whole table. There we go. So we need 5s and 6s. So they lose 2. Attrition, they lose 2 more. We got 4 of them to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. The little guys under the bridge, they're going to hold. So that our flying Orc Walker is going to charge into this guy. So attacking with his claws, hitting on a 4. We got 3 hits, but 1's furious, so that's an extra 1. Saving on a 6. Fails all 4. And the Orc Walker stomp. He hits twice with 1 6. Saving on a 3. All those are saved. The Junk Walker fighting back, hitting on a 6 because he's already fought this turn. He's got 2 hits, which means it's furious. Or he had 1 hit, which was a 6, so that means he hits twice. 1 wound on the Flying Walker. And then the Junk stomps. 1 hit with a 6, which turns into 2. Saving on a 3. 1 fail. So attrition in close combat this many. So 3 more, so he's lost 7. And then the Flying Walker's attrition fails 1, so he takes 2 more. So at the end of that, this guy is gone, and he has taken 3 wounds, which puts him at 9. And then he's going to wiggle this direction. Then we got this guy. Time for conquer charges. To there. Orc Walker attacks. 8 hits. Or 8 attacks. Hitting on a 4. So we got 3 with 1 furious. Saving on a 6. 1 save. So that's 3 so far. Stomp attacks. 2 hits with stomp attacks. Saving on a 3. 1 more fail. Okay, the Fly Walker attacking back, hitting on a 6. We got 1 6, which turns into 2 hits. Saving on a 6. There's 1 wound there. Stomps. 1 6 turns into 2 hits. 1 fail. Attrition time for the Junk Walker, or no, for the Flying Walker. He takes 3 more, so it means he took a total of 7. And then the Junk Walker takes another 1. So that puts this guy at 9. And he is down to 2. So that our Warboss, the Vulcha. He's going to charge in with his squad. See, this is why I didn't make many of these guys, because, oh my god, the wings look cool, but they're hard to play with. We're going to do the Warboss first. His 2 attacks, hitting on a 3, 1 6. So that is rending, so this is a 6, and then this is going to be a 4. So it's 1 wound taken. And the rest of the boys' attacks. Okay, hitting on a 4, so the Ultra Claw misses completely. We're going to do 1 6, 2 6. Alright, there we go. Saving on a 2. So he takes 3 more. So the Jungle Walker's attacks back, hitting on a 6. Oh no.
I got a 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I got a 6.
I got so many hits, we gotta split this up. So the regular Orc boys. 4 dead. 5 are dead. And now we got 6 on the Warboss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Warboss is dead. So still the attrition for the Walker. He's going to take another 2. So our Junka Walker is down to 4 wounds. But the Warboss and his whole squad of extra big jumpy boys are gone.
Guess what?
So last activation, this Junka guy is going to come down here to support the Warboss for the charge that he thinks is coming that direction. So at the end of turn 2, the grot is over there. He's created his own game using the jungle terrain, army dudes, and green dice for zombies. We're going to make a war gamer out of him yet. So with that, I've taken back control of the Junkaboys. And in turn 2, there is a whole lot of swinging, a whole lot of punching, and a whole lot of death. Turn 2 looks like it might have been the deciding turn. There's not much left on the board, but we're going to see what these orcs can pull out. Moving on to turn number 3. First thing the flyboard is going to do is this fight. 8 claw attacks, hitting on a 4. Okay, we got that. We got 1 more 6. Saving on a 6. And that's going to be enough. That's going to be enough to just knock this walker right out. And then our flying guy is just going to move forward towards the objective. The orc big mech will move to here. Those 2 little grot buddies. They're going to shoot at the flying walker. 2 shots of plasma. 2 hits. Saving on a 6. 2 fails. And that'll be enough to take the last 2 wounds. off that walker. This unit of jump orcs are going to move on this side of this hill so they don't get charged this turn. The unit of grots under the hill, they're going to hold. I've got to bring the plane in, so let's say he's just going to pop in here and go his 18 inches. Put him kind of back where he was. And then he's going to fire at the big mech. Shot sitting on a 4. 2 grots need a 6. And then 1 on the Warboss, or the mech boy. That's going to fail, but he has regeneration, which fails. 3 wounds total, he takes 3 attrition tests, and he takes 1 more. So his 2 little grot buddies are down. And then he has 1, not 7, 1 wound left. There we go. Oh, the grot walkers are just going to run down the hill. There. These 2 guys are just going to hold here and cover. This walker, he's going to position himself right there. But kind of back where he was. And last activation, this guy is going to fly right off. So not much fighting in turn 3. It looks like turn 3 was mostly going to be used for maneuver, setting up for turn 4 for the grab for the objectives. With the Vulcha boss dead, that puts the fly boys behind the 8 ball. They either have to knock out the other mech to tie and find a way to contest the objective for a win. Moving on to turn number 4. Seeing that he is the linchpin, our boss is going to move. Yeah, we'll put him there. So then this, the Green Baron, he's going to go to here, and he's going to again fire at the boss. So first thing, I'm going to remember that I forgot to use the repair function on the boss, and he's going to get 1 wound back. So he's got 2 wounds left. 6 shots hitting on a 4. We got 4 hits. Saving on a 6. 1 save. And we got regeneration. He's going to regen 2, take 1. That means he's back down to 1. He just keeps patching himself up. Alright, the Goblin Walkers, they're going to charge in there. 9 attacks, hitting on a 5. Saving on a 6. So 3. That means these 2 are gone. These flyboys with no better options. They're just going to jump over the fence and charge into the walker. 4 attacks, Vulcha Claws. 1 hit. Saving on a 6. It fails. 8 regular attacks. Saving on a 2. Takes 1 more. Claw attacks. Saving on a 6. 1 orc boy remains. Stomp attacks. Saving on a 6. Hey, he's still there. Now attrition for the fly boys. He's going to go away. And 1 more wound for the walker. That's going to put the walker to 9 wounds remaining. And all the fly boys just get wiped off the table. So with that, the fly boys still have this plane to come in. But where they have no more troops left on the ground, they cannot hold any objectives. With the 1 plane activation left, it's not going to be able to kill both those models sitting on that objective. So that will be the end of turn number 4. So that's the end of round number 2 of our Orktober beatdown tournament. The fly boys are left with their 2 planes flying back to their air base going, what happened? And Scooter the big mech, he's just going to gladly collect all the scrap on the board to slap together some more stuff. So all that's left of the Orktober event is next week. It's going to be the Junkaboys versus the Beast Boys in a 2,500 point game. Make sure you're there so we can all see who gets crowned Warboss of the Garage for the next year. So until then, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the button, touch the things. I hope you all are having a happy Orktober so far, and we'll see you next time here in the garage.